everyone to take their seats. So, we are honored to have our chief guest, Sri Sanjay Prakashi, MD of SBI Foundation, and I request Anandita to felicitate him with a bouquet. Children will proceed to the next part of the program, which is the felicitation regulation. So, we are honored with the presence of Padma Shri Uday Deshpande sir here. He is popularly known as Malakham Vishwaguru, has been the honorary general secretary and chief post of 98-year-old Pioneer Institute of Physical Educational Institution, Sri Samartha Vyam Mandir Tagore. He is also the founder, director, and honorary secretary of Vishwa Malakham Federation and conducted 2 Malakhams, including 15 countries' participation. I request Padma Shri Uday Deshpande sir to give his welcome speech.
Namaste. I welcome you all on this auspicious Janmati of Swami Vivekananda. Jeet is an organization, the collaboration of all the institutions and NGOs working in the field of education. It stands for joint effort for educational transformation. It is an All India Alliance of NGOs engaged in education, sports and vocational institutions and has completed 2 years. Within the next 2 days, it was established in 23rd January 23. It's a network of organizations. The core committee report takes functional decisions and it is not a separately registered NGO. The vision of Jeet is to create a society where all children up to standard 12, regardless of their socio-economic and linguistic background, disabilities, or challenging situations, shall have access to excellent quality education or sport or skill development to reach their full potential. I have been privileged to be associated with Jeet since its inception under the guidance of Shri Guru Pilaka. And last 2 years, we have seen many people who have devoted their many years in this field coming together, brainstorming, and many institutions have been benefited by the Jeet. So I welcome you for this function, and let's go to see the further proceedings and take active participating role during the whole day celebration. Thank you.
Thank you very much, sir. Uday sir's speech has really created a really nice and warming atmosphere. And with this welcome speech, we began with the felicitation ceremony MD of SBI Foundation, and I request Anandita to felicitate him with the book. We are also honored to have Shri Aman Bhaiya, Vice President of SBI Foundation, and I request Anandita from our places to felicitate him. We are also honored to have Ms. Deva Sharma from SBI Foundation, and I request again Anandita from our places to felicitate her with a bouquet. Thank you, Anandita. Hello, we are honored to have Ms. Sharon from SBI Foundation, and I request Anandita to felicitate her with a bouquet. So, after the felicitation ceremony, now I request our Director of RKSS, Sri Raghu Pilaka, to share the journey of RKSS and lead All India Alliance of NGOs in Education.
Thank you very much. Very warm welcoming day. Traffic is less in Bombay and we could travel faster. Education is the sine qua non, according to Swami Vivekananda, for either nation building or society building. Quality education, which comes under Sustainable Development Goal number 4, is a fundamental right in India with the right to education. So fundamental rights, as you know, are enshrined in the Constitution and protected. And therefore, universal education has become a fundamental right. But does quality education reach everyone in schools? Even by the admission of government itself, it does not. There are close to 200 million school children who are not as privileged as the other 70 million are in India today. And with the advent of AI, it is believed that even these 70 million privileged children will at best become slaves of the world. Basically, there are countries which are now into a massive race on AI, and India is being left behind. Not just the underprivileged, but even the privileged class. And therefore, it is mandated upon our society, as well as the NGOs and the government, to carry, first of all, quality education to the doorstep of the children. And also to ensure that AI enters the same zone and very quickly. Srinivas is advisor of RKSS. So we have, like every other NGO, we have also suffered the COVID-19 pandemic, and all our tuitions, free tuitions, went to a toss. Many of our volunteers stopped coming to teach, and I was forced to take teaching. So when I started teaching, I started with English, and children in the community said that English is one thing, but you should also teach us math and science. Now I am a chartered accountant and I didn't know math. So I had to go through a couple of videos to understand how do I train people. And that video search itself took a lot of my time, more than what I spent time in teaching. That's when this idea of setting up a video collaborative came up. And that was 2021. That idea became a concrete All India Alliance of NGOs in Education on 23rd January 2023, when a couple of NGOs sat together and decided that we should do something in this direction. So from 23 we have worked hard, and today, 2 years down the line, we are celebrating almost 100 members in Jeet. Apart from that, the website or the learning management system portal which we have developed, and it's web-based today, it's still not app-based, is going to be launched by the Managing Director of SBI Foundation. I'd like to tell you the crucial role that SBI Foundation played in this idea. We have taken this idea of collecting and collating all the videos and curating them for state boards all across the country in all languages, to start with Hindi and English. We have knocked several doors, CSR or otherwise. People did not believe that we can set up a learning management system without spending a rupee in the production of the educational video. So many of them have questioned the idea, and it's not that we are blaming the CSRs. So the point I am making is, we had no evidence to prove that this idea can be concretized. It was only an idea. You collect all the videos, curate it according to the classroom, and present it like a Diksha portal or something. So when we went to SBI Foundation, the current chairman of SBI Foundation was the then managing director, encouraged the idea and introduced us to Sri Sanjay Prakash ji, who immediately fell for this idea and encouraged us to start. So I want you all to give a big round of applause to Sanjay. A time came when we were actually doubting ourselves whether this can happen. And once Sanjay ji gave us the encouragement, we started working with his team and got the necessary approvals. And now today the website is ready for launch. So that's the big contribution SBI Foundation has done for us. We have also, on this platform, I would like to thank JP Morgan Chase, which has taken up this idea after SBI Foundation had supported us. They opened their doors and asked us to make a presentation how they could help. So we requested them that to collect the videos. These videos are close to 300 billion on YouTube alone. Forget about internet. So how do we collect these videos and how do we curate them to state boards? So we wanted some kind of an AI to help us. And we made this presentation to JP Morgan. And the JP Morgan team worked with us for 6 months and produced the video collection portal, which is called EduX, and it's an AI-enabled bot which goes out into the internet and collects the videos for us, and then we pass it on to our content management team. So these are two big names that I wanted to thank from this podium, and we are inspired by the words of Swami Vivekananda: educate and raise the masses, and thus alone a nation is possible. So we are very proud to be here to launch the free web-based LMS Jeet today on its 162nd birth anniversary. I will be failing in my duty if I do not thank the hundreds of NGOs who have contributed their video library to us. And I'd like to leave this one point with you all. When you leave this hall, you should remember that these hundreds of NGOs who have contributed the videos to us have made our repository almost 1 lakh videos, which amounts to 150 crores of production time. And we have not spent 1 rupee. It is these NGOs who have come forward and gave us the videos. Each video costs about 15 to 20,000, even if you produce in a very, from a home. So that kind of video library we have built. Just to put it in perspective, Diksha, which is a government platform, is merely a collection of videos, whereas Jeet is not only a collection of videos, but it's also a learning management system. It allows parents, teachers, and students to collaborate. So it's a much larger platform, and Diksha has about 2,90,000 odd e-content, which they claim is on their platform. E-content includes PDF, files, and textbooks, etc. But we are only videos, we have about 1 lakh of them only. And we are planning to go to 2 lakhs if only we'll be able to curate them. Once again, to give you a small data, out of the 1 lakh videos we have collected, we could curate only 28,000 videos. So it's a humongous amount of job which we have to do at the back end in terms of curation. So which later Anuja, our content head, will speak to you. So I just wanted to thank these 3 entities, SBI Foundation, Jeet Edu, and all the NGOs who contributed their videos unconditionally, because we made it a point that it will be circulated free for government schools, and therefore we had absolutely no problem or friction with the NGOs because they are already serving the people. Thank you very much for giving me this opportunity and playing host to SBI Foundation, which has taken our idea so kindly with them. Thank you.
Thank you very much, sir, for sharing the inspiring journey of IKSSLG. So now we'll proceed for the launch of this web-based learning management system. This will provide free learning resources for the government schools in India from KG to 12th standard. In course of time, it will also cover all school subjects in all vernacular languages, including English. Both teachers and students will be immensely benefiting from these elements. So, as we have also understood from Raghu sir in detail about this, now I know we all are waiting for this auspicious moment. So I request our Chief Guest, Shri Sanjay Prakash ji, to launch the LMS and let us get ready with a big round of applause for the launch of LMS.
Avanti Fellows has given us 8,000 videos in Hindi and English. Medicom Math Guru, the second one, M, has given us about 800 videos in maths. Bombay Community Public Trust has given us 800 videos in English. Khan Academy got 2,000 videos. Magnet Brains, these are all great. Magnet Brains has given us 58,000 videos. we could curate them. It's in our repository. TikTok Learn has given us 7,800 videos. View has given us 650 videos. And DPRC Trust Tamil Nadu has given us 1,600 videos in Tamil. We could curate because we have lost our videos. So we have about a lakh of videos, but we have curated about 26 videos. Thank you, sir.
What do you do in your curation?
Yes, she's going to explain to us. Thank you. Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much, sir. So, now since the evidence is launched, it is also very important and crucial for us to understand its functioning. So, now I request Mr. Adil and Aditya from the software company iProgram to explain the LMS and how it functions.
Can you switch off the lights? Thank you. Excuse me if I talk. But I had a different script, to start with. But now that I've heard what Mr. Raghu said, I'm really started. Because this is something very unique, and perhaps we are in the making of this. I really thank you, I really thank the entire team of RTSS for giving iProgram the opportunity to craft such a beautiful, advanced LMS system for the underprivileged children. And like I said, this is going to be getting into history. And I'm part of it. We'll do about it again. So I've been there 15 minutes, so let me quickly start how this entire LMS platform works. So I'm going to give you a quick glimpse of how it works. There are basically three profiles. So there are three profiles. The first one is, of course, the students. Second one are the parents, and the third one are the teachers. So let's take a quick look at the student's profile. Alright. So at the right side of the screen, you will see the sign-up form of the Jeet Edu platform. Okay, this is going to be a primary sign-up form for all the three profiles: student, parents, and teachers. Right? This is for the students we are going to start with. If you have any questions, please stop in between. I'll be happy to answer. And if there are any technical questions, I'm not the technical guy because I head the marketing team at iProgram. I'll get back to you. Right. So we'll start with the student's profile first. The first one is it's the basic information that the students are going to fill. If the student falls between the first standard to the fifth standard, the parents or the teacher will be filling the form on his behalf, his or her behalf. Right? So apart from the basic information, which is the username, full name, first name, last name, apart from that, he is going to fill the state board, which state board he wants to choose.
then the medium, basically the language, in the English or any other regional language, then the standard, first, second, third, and so on and so forth, and then the schooling. Right. So this is the sign-up form for students profile. Now in the next slide, once he fills the sign-up form, once he successfully gets the verification link, the verification link goes to the email ID of the parent, and then the parent verifies it, and then he is taken to the dashboard. Now on the dashboard, you will see the list of the courses that he has enrolled into, okay, plus he is going to select the courses. If apart from the enrolled course, if he wants to choose any other courses, he is free to do that as well. You can see the progress, you can see the list in the blue color, that's a subtopic of the courses. He can select it, and then later on he can play the video. I'll show you in the next screen. Apart from the progress, he can also see the courses that he has been enrolled to. He'll see the badges as in the gold, silver that has been awarded by the teacher. Now I'll show you that one as well in the later part. And then the recently accessed items. I mean, the way we see it on our profile, any other profile, you see the latest accessed items as per the date and the time. Okay? Next slide, please. So these are enrolled courses. In the enrolled courses, you will get an access to the list of subtopics in that courses. And also, after he completes the entire the topics, he will get on to complete the quiz and the test. He'll also get an access to those the set of quizzes and tests. In the grades, he'll get a quick access to the user report and the overview report that the teacher has given to him. Okay? He'll get an access how exactly he has performed, where is the room of improvement that he can see. Everything up related to that. Then a quick access to the progress report as well. How he has done in the latest course. All right. Next please. Now this is an interactive study material. The videos that Mr. Raghu just mentioned, these are the videos. Now these videos will play. I have seen it personally. I have gone through it, and I myself was indulged when I saw that. I forgot the presentation, and then I was reminded myself, okay, I have to complete the presentation. Because the videos are that engaging and indulging. The students are going to, love it. Now, once the entire video is completed by the student, he has to click on mark as complete or end of the session. Once that is complete, he completes one subtopic of that course. And of course, he can later on view the video as well. Now let's hop on to the teacher's profile. Now this is the most important profile in the entire LMS. For teachers, like I said, the primary sign-up screen is going to remain the same apart from the fills. Okay, what are these fills? Apart from the basic information that teacher has to fulfill, there is an employee ID that is given by the school itself, and then the school PIN code. Now, this plays a very vital role while filling the form of by the teacher, because as per the employee code and as per the PIN code, the code of the school, the students are assigned to their teacher. That's how student and teachers are mapped to each other. Right? So this is the course enrollment. So what the course that she has taken to teach, this is what she will see on the dashboard. Okay, this is the same dashboard as student, like the student sees on their dashboard. It's going to be the same thing. The front end is going to remain the same. The teachers can enroll the students. Apart from that, if she really wants to add more students, she can do that manually as well. Teachers can grade the students and access the reports. Now, if you remember in the student's profile, I mentioned that he can get to see the grades and how he has performed. This is where teacher, if you see the top 6 things, Adil, if you can zoom it on the screen. No. The plus and magnifying sign. Yeah, correct. Yeah. So course, participants, grades, reports, badges. In the participants, she'll see the list of students that has been mapped to her. In the grade section, the grades that she has given to the students, to each student. And the report section, what reports she has, she can download the reports, the consolidated reports of the students, XYZ. And then in the badges, how the student has performed and how they have been segmented into medals such as bronze, silver, and gold. These are the badges that she can see. Next slide. Now this is the profile section of the teacher. In this, this is a special fill-up where school gives a UDI SC code to the teacher. And based on this, students are mapped to her. What are the other vital features given to the teacher's profile? So teachers can select users from drop-down. If you see on the right-hand side, there is an entire specimen list of how she can see the list of students that has been mapped to her. She can select the student particularly, and she can see how the student is performing. She can download the progress report of the students, and she can do a number of things to see the grades and the badges that she has given on a personal level and also on the consolidated level. Next slide, please. So you can see the grades as well. So like I said, this is the grade screenshot from the LMS system. Now teacher can click on the grades to view the consolidated grades of the students. Like I said, the entire list of students that has been mapped to the teacher, she can see the consolidated view and download as well. Then the reports. Now the reports has been segmented in 3 parts. First one is the activity report, course participation, and activity completion. Now what is this? So in activity report, this section covers students' course views, last access dates, and date and time. So basically how many students that were mapped to the teacher, how many students have viewed the subtopic and the videos, how many views that videos has got. She'll get to see that. What was the last access date that the students has accessed with time? They'll see that, the teacher will see that as well. Now also in the course participation, the second level of report is this section unveils the number of students participating in the course. How many students have participated in the course? Out of 100, let's see there are 25 students who have participated in first standard course from Jharkhand board, like that. Also on the activity completion report, this is the third level of report. This section defines the progress of the student for each course, and the report can be downloaded as well. So like I said, he can see that he or she can see the report of the students and download it. So this has been, so can we go to the next slide? The most important thing and the most motivating thing for the student is the badges. You know, once you pat on their back, it's good. You know, that's motivating for them. So we have given that privilege as well for the teachers. So teachers can grade them through badges. Now these badges are based on test performance and awarded in 3 parts. First is gold, silver, and bronze. Now there is a free course enrollment. So if teacher has completed the course and she wants to enroll herself and get mapped to another set of students, for let's say for the second standard from the Jharkhand board, the teacher wants to enroll herself to that university, she can do that as well. Now there is a small profile but very important that plays in the life of every student, parents profile. Again, the primary sign-up screen for the parent is same, just like teachers and students. They just have to fill the name, email ID, and mobile, first name, last name. That's it. Now this is the dashboard. Can you go next? Yeah. For parents, this is the dashboard. So they will see the children's list, the child's profile, the enrolled courses, the child's grade, awarded badges that the child has got. They see the progress of their child on that dashboard itself. Now there is now this is the part of the dashboard. You go back. The screen that I've shown on the computer is the part of the dashboard. They have to just scroll a little bit down, and they'll see they'll see this section called My Children list, and the name of the children will be listed there, and she or he just have to click on that, and she'll see the entire progress of the kids. The parents can also access to the enrolled courses, what courses they have been enrolled in, how was it, how they performed. There is a small section in the profile section. They have to click on My Children that we just saw on the last slide. They can view on the child's enrolled courses, what are the list of courses the child has enrolled, what were the subtopics, how the child progressed, and the badges and the grades. So parents' profile is going to be comparatively little simple and easy. Next slide. This is the header section. I'm very sure you won't be able to see it because it's a small strip. If you can zoom in the header section, you see the Jeet logo. If anyone clicks on the Jeet logo, he goes on the home page. There is a search bar as well option. If he wants to browse and look out for any special content, the kid or the teacher or the parent, they can definitely do that by simply typing the name of the course or the subtopic. And then there is a home course about partners, newsletters, languages, notifications, chat, profile of the parent, whoever has logged in, and they can use this option through the homepage navigation. And the last slide of the presentation, the footer section. Here again, you can see the quick links. You can zoom in. So about us, if they really want to learn what is Jeet, who has been the team behind developing this LMS platform, the privacy policies, syllabus, guest login, register, FAQs, terms and conditions, or if they want to contact the Jeet team, they can definitely go ahead and go seek the information in the footer section. All right. Thank you so much again. It's my privilege to be a part of this entire project. Such a noble cause, and I really appreciate RKS's team for lifting up the spirits of the underprivileged children. Thank you so much again. Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Raghu. Thank you, Mr. Deshpande. Thank you, Mr. Raghu.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Mr. Adil and Aditya, for giving a detailed view of how LMS works and how it's beneficial for us, for everyone. So, we have few students among us who are either supported with a scholarship or obtained tuition support from RKSs. Since LMS is student-centric, they are our primary stakeholders. Let us understand, let us hear from them how education is changing their lives. So I request Mohammed Sarfaraz, who has done BSc, to share his experiences with RKS's tuitions.
नमस्ते सभी को। एक सपना देखा और उसे पूरा करने का हौसला RKSS ने दिया। Growing up in a slum area, I don't have a safe space and proper studies environment. When I joined in RKSS in fourth class, my life get changed. Where I get a safe space, creative experience, learning libraries and learning potteries in summer camp. All these are very good. With the support of RKSS, I score in 10th standard 82% and get third place in my school, which is a pride moment for me and my mentors for this month. Later, when after 12, they guidance me how to clarity as about what can I do in after 12. Uh, for now, I am become a BSc Mathematics graduate and working at Protomon Technology Company as a website and content work. RKS is the they just not provide classes. They give me a safe space, education, and like a family. All these things. Thank you, RKSS, for believing me and transforming my life. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Sarfaraj. We wish you all the best for your future endeavors. So, kindly give a very big round of applause to Sarfaraj. I request our next student, Miss S. Kamal Martuar, to share her feedback on video-based learning. Thank you. Come and please share your experiences.
Thank you, Archana madam. Good afternoon, everyone, and thank you for giving me opportunity to speak on me, sir. Growing up in slum, life was full of challenges. I never imagined I would achieve so much. But artists has played a pivotal role in transforming my future. I joined RKSS when I was in 5th standard, where there was no tuition classes for the underprivileged students like me who think education is important to shape our life. Watching of education videos helped me easily understand the concept as it was in audiovisual form. It helped me to gain confidence and to know myself, taught me the importance of speaking up, and gave me the confidence to greet and interact with others. One of the most defining moments for me was when I was participating in training program, which sparked my dream of traveling abroad. I realized that to make this dream in reality, I needed to learn English. That moment became a turning point in my life. I committed myself to learning English, and today I hold a master degree in English literature. I am now working as a lecturer at RN Junior College and also as a part-time executive in administrator at RKSS, where I worked with a sense of gratitude, knowing how much it has transformed my life. RKSS has empowered me with the tools and opportunities that help me stand independent on my toes, and I express my deepest gratitude for that. Thank you, sir. Thank you. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you very much, Kamal. Her journey is really inspiring and motivating us to light a lamp in many other children's lives. So, we have next part of the program now. So now, as you know, in any online education, curated content is the key to the success of any kind of LMS. So obviously in Jeet's LMS curation of content, it was one of the challenging tasks. And this challenging task was headed by Ms. Anuja Ratikar. She is a chief content manager of a team, and her team of dozen of content managers she was heading, and they together have taken up this task. So I request her to speak about her challenges of curating content for the Indian schools from KG to 12th standard.
Namaste everyone, myself Anuja. I have privilege to work on this very important project as a content manager, and Raghu sir told the importance and the noble cause of this project. He has also highlighted the vastness of this project. So as a content team, now we have more than 30,000 curated videos. This is a huge number, so you might wonder how we handle such a huge data. So now I will take you to how things come together. Next slide. Yeah. So at Jeet, we operate through a structured 5C model of collaboration. That is connect, collect, collaborate, classify and curate. Connect means we engage with different NGOs and content providers for free educational videos. Okay? Then second step is we collect them with the proper permission. So after collection of these videos, what we do, if we find them suitable for board syllabuses and if they match with our parameters, we collaborate with them. Okay? So all these first three C's, this work is done by our EduX team. They take care of all these first three things, and then what video bank we receive, they hand over that to our content team. So here comes the role of our content team, that is classify and curate. So we have two content teams. One is video, who works on classification and curation of videos, and next one is content team, question and answer. We pass those curated videos to our question and answer team, and they make a question bank on those videos. Let's see in detail how do we classification and curation of these videos. Okay, so in classify means what videos we receive from our EduX team. Generally they are quite mixed up. Mixed up means sometimes language wise, sometimes standard wise or subject wise. So at this stage we do the separation of those videos according to medium, standard and subject. This is a rough separation, and we use that file as our basic source file. We pass on that file to our teachers who works on curation of the videos. Now the key part comes, that is the curation of videos. That is the very base of this project, to match it perfectly with a given syllabus. So what we do, we select a board. Okay. So simultaneously we work on different boards. We have dozen of teachers, so we work on different boards. So here, for example, we have considered Bihar board. The next is we select a course. We do it BMSS wise, that is board, medium, standard and subject. So at this stage we go through their official textbooks. So for that we visit their educational board's website. So what data we get, so that is very important. So most of the time we get official textbook from their website, and for few boards syllabus PDFs are also available. Again, each board has a different story. What they provide is different. So at this step we refer to their textbooks, and from that textbook we select a particular chapter. Okay. So here if we are talking about Bihar board Hindi medium 8th standard math. So we go through that 8th standard math Hindi textbook, and from that we go through that particular chapter, and then topic wise we do the video curation. What base file we have? Actually it has video titles. From that we figure out it matches with which topic or subtopic. If we find the match, we see that video and we put that under that particular topic or subtopic. Okay. So generally division is like chapter, topic and subtopic. Here suppose we are going through Kshetramiti chapter of 8th standard Bihar board Hindi. Then we see topic as Bahubhuj. Under that Bahubhuj topic there is a subtopic Bahubhuj ka Kshetrafal. So we take that video for Bahubhuj ka Kshetrafal and put it under that topic, that is Bahubhuj. So if you see our LMS, under one topic you can see multiple subtopics because we do it like topic wise. Okay. Next. Okay, as a content team, we have to keep update about any changes in the syllabuses also. So, like for example, now we have started working on Maharashtra board. Currently, Maharashtra board doesn't follow NCERT syllabus, but we know that from the coming academic year, they are going to follow NCERT, and that is partially. So, we have already started working for Maharashtra board, that is standard first, third, 5th, 8th and 11th, because as per the news, they are going to adopt NCERT for these syllabuses. So, we have already started using NCERT books for these standards, and for remaining books will be the same for this academic year. So, it will be Balbharti book. So, when new books will come, our data will be ready for Maharashtra board. Okay? And as our LMS is growing, so we are also growing and learning as a team. So we came across many interesting challenges while doing this work. So just I want to give one example. We are working on Bihar board. So simultaneously, as I said, we work simultaneously on different boards. So we are working on Jharkhand and Haryana also. Those two boards have English medium syllabus for their state government run school. So that time we assumed that Bihar board ka bhi hoga. So we had started working on English medium Bihar. So what we found after doing a vast research, it was difficult to find books. क्यों हो रहा है सर? So I contacted Raghu sir, क्या हो रहा है देखिए, books ही नहीं मिल रहे. Then sir contacted Bihar board, and then we got the information that there is no English medium for Bihar board state run school. So we stopped it there only. We had Hindi data, so we worked on Hindi medium. So these things come. Andhra board, with Andhra board also same thing happened. They have books like parallel. Parallel means in the same book, they have Telugu portion and then English portion. So obviously we assume there is Telugu medium. So I was behind Kesar, give us good Telugu videos, and he has provided very good Telugu source. I was very happy, and we had started working. Then suddenly one day sir said there is no Telugu medium for Andhra board, they do follow only English medium. So these things happen. We have to keep track of all these things, and in this time we have done very nicely on all these updates. Okay, next slide. One more. Next one. Okay. Okay. So the next thing is, once we do this curation work, curation means now videos are mapped with that particular syllabus. We pass on those videos to our question and answer team. So this team creates wonderful question banks in these following categories, that is multiple choice questions, fill in the blank, match the following numerically choices, and true or false. So we have wonderful content video curation team and question and answer team. So these guys work from different parts of India. They couldn't come today. They have joined through this online link. I want to thank my content team, Vaishnavi, Vaishnavi, Veerbhadra, Mohit, Ashlesha, and Q&A team. I think Parul is here. She leads that team, and it has Vishal, Nitika, and Surbi. These wonderful people work from different parts, and they are positively contributing to this project. So the basic foundation of this project is good quality videos. So we are very thankful to our contributors who have provided all these very good videos. As a content manager, I'm very happy with all these videos. So we have many more, but till now we have used these videos. That's why I have mentioned these names only. Avanti Fellows, Tic Tac Learn, Khan Academy, Magnet Brands, Bimbo, and Educom. So that's it. it is just a quick glance on how we do this vast, how we handle this vast data. Okay, and I'm very confident in coming time. You can see many more boards and regional languages videos across all the subjects. So soon it will happen. I'm very confident about that. Okay, thank you.
Thank you very much, Anuja. Your team's contribution is very valuable for Jeet. So now I request Honorary Advisor of RKSS to speak on Sri Swami Vivekananda's ideas on education and how in this way education to masses alone can help fight all the maladies of society, community, nation and the world together.
Good morning, everybody. First of all, thank you for inviting me. And I think Jeet is doing exceptional work. I'm sure that in the next couple of years, its impact will be seen in the lives of many people. And so right now, what I'm just going to do for the next 10-15 minutes is talk a little about Swami Vivekananda's ideas on education, and which is in any case the philosophy that guides even this venture. So there was a study done where they tried to examine and understand how much curiosity is there in people. They found that an average 3-year-old asks something like 26 questions per hour. 26 questions. By the time that 3-year-old goes into school, that number of questions falls from 26 to 2 per hour. And by the time they reach the secondary education, we know what is the state. So this is what education does to people today. It actually decimates their curiosity, decimates their sense of agency, decimates their desire to learn. So we might ask, why does this happen? There is a reason for it. The reason for it is that our schooling system is not here to develop people who were, at least for all these years, to develop curious, learning, growing people who would challenge the status quo. Rather, they wanted lots of people who would be able to function in our existing society, operate in the way others operate, so that they can fill up all the positions in society in various places without questioning too much. So in other words, our education system was designed to perpetuate our social system, our social order. It was not designed to create all these things. Now some things have started changing in the world. What has happened now, you find that with the coming of AI, with the coming of multiple new technologies which are there, entire markets are getting disrupted. You find that entire industries are getting disrupted. People who are doing coding, for example, for the last 25 years, the most engineers have tried to take up careers in IT. Now, for example, recently one of the major companies said that it will not hire, Salesforce, for example, said it will not hire any new coders this year. What does that mean? They are saying that no, there are alternative ways through AI we are able to achieve far more efficiencies for doing it. Which means that many industries, many places, there are going to be huge disruptions. There will be a huge change. Many content, for example, so much of content can be written by AI systems in a very simple way. Now in such an environment, what's happening is that we need to go beyond our existing concepts of learning. So earlier it was all about learning outcomes, etc. But now we need to talk about helping people learn how to adapt better, how they have to respond to the environment better, how they need to be able to learn new subjects. Suddenly if you have learned some software and you find that software is no longer valid, you should be able to learn something new. Even that may be true even at a professional level. You might find that some of your jobs are being taken away, you have to reinvent yourself. So this capacity to reinvent yourself has to be given to people. The capacity to pivot, reinvent, learn new things, etc. So now there is a need that people are feeling that there is a need for a new teaching system. It has just begun, that discussion. And once you will find that in the next 20, 30 years, there's need, the educational system may have to willy-nilly, per force, have to change. Because it has to produce now for society a different kind of people. Now when it has to produce these new kinds of people for society, the question is that is there a way of understanding education which is radically different? Now that new way is where Swami Vivekananda's ideas and philosophy becomes the way forward. Because Swami Vivekananda's vision of the future, being a seer, a rishi, a modern day rishi of the highest order, he saw far into the future. He wasn't, he died in 1902, he was seeing 100 years, 200 years, 300 years later. And he was seeing the unfoldment of society there. So he said we need a new kind of person. New kinds of people have to be created. Now, so let us spend a few minutes just talking about 3-4 core principles of what he was saying and how is it different from our existing understanding of education. Now, the existing understanding of education, there have been many educational theories, more than, we once did a study for how many educational theories there are in our office, and we found that there were more than about 120 major educational theories that have been proposed from 1895 onwards. And all of them are valid in their own way. So, you have all these educational theories, etc. But Swami Vivekananda had a very simple vision. He said, first of all, you have to recognize that in all these theories which are there, they may either start with the idea that you are a blank slate, that the role of the teacher is the student doesn't know anything, the teacher has to put in something. Or there is another theory which says that a student is filled with lots of social and biological knowledge which they bring in, and the teacher has to navigate and train them. That is, convert them from animals to men, so to speak. That means you have to make them, discipline them and bring them. So there is one theory of education or one philosophy which says you have to discipline human beings and make them civilized. Another theory which says they are blank people, we have to pour in stuff. But Swami Vivekananda said that no, actually what is true is that inside us we are spiritual beings. And inside us there is an infinite divinity. And there is an infinite knowledge, infinite capacities in every human being. And this matches with our ancient scriptural knowledge of this country, which talks about how each of us is nothing but an infinite Atma. So he said that is the starting point. And when you start with that theory, then you say that your objective as an educator or as a teacher is not to civilize people or to pour knowledge into them, but it is to awaken that power which is within them. If the teacher is able to invoke and awaken the power in every person, then that power will come out, and out of that will come an infinite ability or a capacity to change, respond, deal with various circumstances, etc. And this is the real role of education, which is to awaken people and to invite them to actually manifesting their hidden potential. And if you want to do this kind of education, then you cannot use only rote learning and just teaching. You have to get into helping them start triggering it off. It's like a matchbox. The match has to hit the box and then a fire is born. So that is what has to happen in the educational process. There has to be a friction, there has to be a learning, there has to be a challenge, there has to be an invocation, etc. That is why you find more and more in the last 10 years, 15 years, theories like active learning, etc., becoming more and more popular. People are talking about active learning. They are talking about these new educational mechanisms whereby you are able to create this kind of matchstick effect of awakening people, which is there. And it is also going to have, and therefore these educational pedagogies are unfolding in a new way now. And not only that, the role of the teacher is also changing. Earlier, the role of the teacher was to tell, because or to civilize means to use a cane. Civilization can come only through caning. Or if it is pouring means that they used to give a lot of lectures, give us books and say study it, go by note. But now the teacher has to awaken, that means has to affirm, guide, help them to bring out the best in them. So the role of the teacher is also changing. So, and not only that, the model of evaluation also has to change, because then you cannot evaluate people in the old way. You cannot say, okay, I gave you this, have you learned it or not? You have to test for their creativity, test for their abilities to think in a new way, etc. So even that is different. So now you are going to find in the next 15, 20 years, education is going to start changing rapidly. Why? Because society wants it, not only because education is wanted. Educationists have been wanting it for many years, for 100 years. But society now wants it, and because society wants it, it is going to happen. And when it happens, all these transformations will take place, and then you will find more and more that this new philosophy of education of Swami Vivekananda is going to become the dominant model. Not because he is our Swami Vivekananda from India, no, but it is because his ideas were visionary and taught to the core principles of how human beings are, and how human beings have to be awakened and taken, because they taught eternal truths. That is why those truths are going to come out and will start becoming the dominant way of looking at it. In fact, he made a statement at one point where he says that education is yet to be in the world. He says education not yet started in the world. Now we are going to learn how to educate. So now this is the future that we are facing. So what you find that you have come here today, in a sense, is also part of that whole journey towards the future, where in different ways, different people, different organizations, each Yathashakti are actually trying to contribute to a new future of education, where we are going to transform human beings and awaken them and take them somewhere and help them deal with the world in a radically new way. And some of us may not see it, but definitely the next generation are going to experience it. And the generation after that will only live in that new world. And that is that world we are entering into. And I think that this is also part of that journey into that new world. So with these few words, thank you.
Thank you very much, sir, for your valuable guidance. So our next story, highest good for the marginalized sections of society.
Good morning, everybody. First of all, sorry I'm not in the best of my health today. Please pardon me for that. But still, since Mr. Raghu had requested me, I had no other option but to come and join the occasion, which is a glorious occasion for all of us. We have just unveiled the LMS at the Jeet platform. Padam Shri, Mr. Uday Deshpande, Mr. Raghu Pilaka, Mr. Srinivas, all the NGO representatives and the partners and the members of the Jeet team, my team from SBI Foundation, the students who have assembled here, and all the dignitaries who are present. This is the second event of Jeet that I am attending. Last year we had a sort of launch of our partnership with Jeet, the SBI Foundation and Jeet Alliance. We had kicked it off in a good assembly of many NGO partners who were there. And that day we had seen the presentation by the IT team. There they had shown to us what they are going to do. And today we have seen what has been done. And we have reached the stage where we have already launched the learning management system. I am very happy that we have reached this stage, Mr. Raghu mentioned in his address, he mentioned about one word, that is faith. He had faith in himself, he had faith in the capabilities of the partners, he had faith in whatever he was going to do. So, SBI Foundation, last time also I had mentioned that it took our team quite a few sessions, quite a few online sessions, physical sessions of interaction with Mr. Raghu, including the presence of our managing director, who is now the chairman of SBI. And what was very appealing to us and which helped shape us this program was the soft attitude of Mr. Raghu. He was willing to listen to us. He was willing to take guidance from us. When we explained to him that how this program can be made workable, how SBI Foundation can partner with you, he agreed. There were several moments when guidance was provided by Aman, later on Reva. That helped the program to take a different shape, and that enabled us to start off this program. I'm sure since October 23, when we have reached here and the project, this current program will end in April 25. I'm sure we'll have a lot to show to the world what we have done to bridge the education divide that exists in the Indian society. SBI Foundation has a dedicated vertical called ILM, Integrated Learning Mission. This is the name of our vertical, which focuses on education-related projects, which Reva is heading. Reva, please stand up and show your face. So she is heading this vertical. Obviously, in line with the SBI Foundation's vision and mission, the basic objective is to provide benefit and succor to the underprivileged sections of the society. Since education forms the background of any person's life and in turn of the society, education forms a very, very crucial part of our ecosystem in which we operate. So, programs like the one Mr. Raghu approached us with, the main target group is our children, and we were more than happy to lap it up and shape it according to our systems and procedures. So here we are going to provide, a lot has been explained about the theme itself, so I'm not going to repeat those. The basic purpose is to provide children from KG to 12th, right? KG to 12th. So this is the target group, the children who don't have easy access to educational tools, educational means. Here we are going to provide them with a reservoir of videos. And just now we heard that almost 1 lakh of videos have been collected, 28,000 of them have been curated. I was curious to know what happens in curation, so that also we saw. The dream that Mr. Raghu has of obtaining 2 lakh videos, that is also going to be actualized very soon. I am very, very confident of that. Now just imagine lifetime access free of cost to the children. This may sound as a very small step, a drop in the ocean, but it is going to help shape the children's careers in the long run. So, in line with our policy, SBI Foundation's policy of reaching out to the communities, we have partnered with Jeet and of course spearheaded by RKSS, which Mr. Raghu leads. And today I can very well say that SBI Foundation feels privileged to have joined hands with RKSS and Jeet, and I definitely wish all the success, more success more lawless in the coming days, and I'm very sure that we'll continue our association in the future also. Thank you very much. All the best.
Thank you very much, sir, for enlightening us with your thoughts and insights. Yeah. So now it's time for us to interact together. So, since you have seen the LMS and you have got to know more about Jeet, the forum is open to ask the questions. We are all here to support you, respond to your questions. Please. Any thoughts, any ideas, any innovative ideas about the execution, or any thoughts, any doubts, you can always ask. Please welcome me.
Hi, I'm Jemima from London, and we are also one of the partners. So I'm very thank you for presenting with this LMS system, and what I heard is it's student centric, and we also heard that a student signs up, teacher signs up, and parent signs up. So I was just wondering, is there like the videos and the courses? So would there be anything for a teacher? So if a teacher wants to, learn, so how would there be something that a teacher would benefit from it? So just wanted to know that if a teacher signs up, how would it be relevant for a teacher to sign up on it? So, and also I wanted to know if a student of a particular school or signs up or comes on it, then does the teacher from the same school have to sign up, or how would they be connected? So these are just a few logistical questions maybe, but just to put it all together.
Okay, so these are government school children. So the portal is, if you ask me, is primarily focused to address teacher issues. Because if you look at rural areas, who is our target group, children do not have access to 5G, 4G and all. So if you want to see those videos, they are coming from the internet. They are not owned by us. Like for example, Khan Academy owns its videos. So maybe they host it on a server which runs fast. But when it comes to our portal, they are hosted on the internet, and therefore download speeds, etc., depend on which area you belong to. So we are focusing the launch as well as rollout with teachers. So the idea is to tie up with the teachers of government schools, and if there is an NGO, for example, which wants, let's say there is an NGO called Parivar in Madhya Pradesh. In fact, they have come for our initial. So Parivar has about 40,000 scheduled tribe children in the state of Madhya Pradesh and now Jharkhand. The children there, I have visited they are called the shalas. They run about 380 shalas. And there the children they complete farming and come at 11 o'clock, learn, have food and go back to farming and come in the evening. That's the kind of schedule they have. But these children do not have access to internet. So there, the kind of tie-up we are talking to them is that we train the teachers with the videos who have wonderful smartphones. Now these smartphones have to be provided with a Wi-Fi stick. And then they come to the classroom and showcase the videos to the children, because children do not have smartphones. So this is one model where in a completely remote area where children do not have access, this is how we do. But there are many, so what we do, and Parivar Shalas are not government schools. So we register them at the back end as Parivar School. And all the teachers of Parivar School will get to see their students. That is done at the back end. Similarly, NGOs who have 100, 500, 1,000 students can register as a school. So let's say Muktaman School. and then all the teachers of Muktagar will get access to Muktagar children. So this is broadly how it is a teacher-centric portal. Though there is a student login, we don't expect in rural areas students to log in and learn. So we want teachers to teach them, and that is how we have teacher-centric videos also. If you see from standard 1 to 5, there are no videos for children at all in the login section. The videos are all belonging to the teacher. So the teacher has to teach the children. However, the children have a login because they have a test to take. Therefore, the tests are at a student. So that is how we do it.
Thank you very much, sir. So the LMS system is designed understanding the practical reality, and basis on that only the execution model is developed. So we are hoping to execute it soon. So any other questions? Yes.
जी जी
और वहाँ पर ज़्यादातर इलेक्शन अब जो हो रहा है
जी
डिजिटल होते जा रहे हैं
जी
ऐसे में वहाँ पे इलेक्ट्रिसिटी का बहुत ज़्यादा प्रॉब्लम है
जी
उनके साथ में जो गरीब बच्चे गवर्नमेंट स्कूल में पढ़ रहे हैं
जी
वो तो अफोर्ड नहीं कर सकते कंप्यूटर से वगैरह मोबाइल से तो उनके साथ में आप समन्वय कर सकते हैं
जी जैसे मैं समझाया, टीचर लोगों को ये प्रॉब्लम नहीं है, स्टूडेंट लोगों को काफ़ी प्रॉब्लम है। जब हमने गया था मध्य प्रदेश में ट्राइबल एरिया में, बच्चों को बिल्कुल फ़ोन ही नहीं है, मतलब आप स्मार्टफोन की बात ही मत करो, बट बच्चों को फ़ोन ही नहीं मिला, तो उनको ये एजुकेशन पोर्टल वैल्यू नहीं देता। तो हम क्या करें, उनके टीचर्स को हम पढ़ा रहे हैं और उनके टीचर को सिर्फ एक वाईफाई स्टिक देने से उनका 4G कनेक्शन एस्टेब्लिश हो जाएगा सिर्फ एक स्मार्टफोन पे, और वो क्लास में प्रोजेक्ट करके दिखा सकते हैं।
ऐसे दिखाएंगे सर, जैसे बहुत सारे स्कूल में नेट की प्रॉब्लम होती है
जी
है ही, वहाँ पावर सप्लाई है
जी।
अब उनको आप कैसे, अब एक टीचर को अगर चलो आपने उनको अपने समझा दिया, बता दिया, बहुत अच्छा है, वो समझ गए, बाकी अदर स्टूडेंट जो है वो कैसे उसको समझ पाएंगे?
मैं और एक मॉडल है जिसका नाम है स्कूल नेट। स्कूल नेट क्या करता है, जिस ऑर्गेनाइजेशंस में इलेक्ट्रिसिटी भी नहीं है, वाईफाई छोड़ो, इलेक्ट्रिसिटी भी नहीं है, तो एक बॉक्स बनाता है। ऑफ कोर्स इट इज अवेलेबल फॉर ए कॉस्ट, बट अगर आप बल्क बात करेंगे तो काफ़ी सस्ता पड़ेगा। देन वी विल कॉल सम ऑर्गेनाइजेशंस टू स्पॉन्सर इट। वो बॉक्स क्या करता है, बेसिकली उनको एक प्रोजेक्टर देता है, स्क्रीन देता है और सोलर पावर्ड बैटरी, तो उससे जो है क्लास चला सकते हैं। ये स्कूल नेट का कंट्रीब्यूशन है, तो उनसे हम टाई अप लेंगे। और ऐसे रिमोट एरियाज में जहाँ इलेक्ट्रिसिटी नहीं है, मैं बहुत रिमोट एरियाज में गया मध्य प्रदेश में, जो ट्राइबल हैमलेट्स है, वहाँ भी इलेक्ट्रिसिटी है, बट ऐसा नहीं कि 100% कवरेज है। थोड़े टाइम में आता है, थोड़े टाइम में नहीं आता है। जैसे 9 to 11 जब हम गए थे, इलेक्ट्रिसिटी था, 11 to 2 इलेक्ट्रिसिटी बंद था, फिर 2 to 4 चालू हुआ। इसीलिए बच्चों को भी लंच टाइम ऐसा ऑर्गेनाइज करते हैं कि इलेक्ट्रिसिटी जब नहीं है लंच खाते हैं, और ये परिवार.org का इंस्टीट्यूशन में समझा। और ऐसे कई इंस्टीट्यूशंस हैं, जैसे रामकृष्ण मिशन है। रामकृष्ण मिशन के सारे इंस्टीट्यूट्स में ट्यूशन क्लासेस चलता है। तो ये सारे जो इंस्टीट्यूट्स हैं रामकृष्ण मिशन के, ये विलेजेस में भी हैं और सिटीज़ में भी हैं। वहाँ टीचर्स के थ्रू हम बच्चों को पढ़ा सकते हैं।
सर एक क्वेश्चन और है, जो गरीब है
जी
उनकी फैमिली से असर नहीं कर पा रहे, तो वहाँ पे स्टूडेंट जाते हैं और उनको मोटिवेशन कैसे करेंगे? वो जाने के चलते वहाँ तक, मतलब उनको लगता है कि पढ़ के क्या करेंगे, उनको तो कुछ नहीं है। और वैसे में आप फैमिली को कैसे मोटिवेट करेंगे कि भाई चलो आप अपने बच्चों को भेजो, हम सपोर्ट करें, तो जाना भी चलो।
सर आपने करेक्ट पॉइंट लिया है। 1/3 ऑफ दी ड्रॉप आउट कॉज इज दैट इकोनॉमिक रीजंस, यानी बच्चों को काम करना पड़ता है। ऐसे फ्री मील देते हैं, अगर आप कोई बीएमसी स्कूल में जाओगे इधर महाराष्ट्र में, बॉम्बे में फ्री मील सप्लाई करता है कोई NGO। बच्चे आते हैं फ्री मील लेने के लिए, तो मॉर्निंग की क्लासेस अटेंड करते हैं। जैसे ही फ्री मील आता है डब्बा भर के जाते हैं। इधर एक हमने प्रिंसिपल को बुलाया है, हमारे साथ जो बैठे हैं वो फाउंडर मेंबर भी हैं जीत के, मयप्पन बुधे। तो हम ये BMC का सबसे, सर आप खड़ा हो जाइए प्लीज, मयप्पन बुदे सर है प्रिंसिपल बीएमसी स्कूल के, ये जीत के फाउंडर भी हैं। उनका एक एनजीओ है जिसका नाम है एसबी फाउंडेशन, जो विलेजेस में काम करता है। यहाँ बच्चे आते हैं सिर्फ फ्री मील के लिए और वो डब्बा भर के जाते हैं, लेकिन मॉर्निंग का क्लास अटेंड करते हैं। तो आपने ठीक बताया कि ऐसे सेक्शंस भी हैं जिनको फ्री लंच के लिए आके एजुकेशन सीखते हैं। ऐसा नहीं कि वो लोग कलेक्टर और डॉक्टर बन जाएंगे, लेकिन डेफिनेटली एजुकेशन, प्राइमरी एजुकेशन सीख जाते हैं। तो उसमें हमारा पोर्टल काफ़ी हेल्प करेगा, बिकॉज हम 1 to 5 फाउंडेशनल लिटरेसी डेवलप कर चुके हैं, तो वो हेल्प होगा। यस सर।
I really appreciate the effort, though it is very minimal, but still it was required. And I want to request you, because we have to scale it down at the urban slum population, because I am representing support an organization working for the street children, and we have around the size of 40, small number. But I request if the same model can be further designed, or maybe can be scalable to the NGOs like ours, who are working in pockets, small pockets, reach out to unorganized sector schooling like us.
Absolutely.
Supporting all.
Absolutely. That's why I said that any NGO can become a school in our portal.
Thank you, sir.
We haven't yet launched today's launch. We are going to take it to parents, but we in the last 1 month we have tested it with a lot of parents, and they kind of liked it. But let me tell you that the parent group that we are addressing are semi-literate or sometimes illiterate. So our hope is more of teacher than the parent. But however, when it comes to urban areas, it's the parents who drive the whole thing. In fact, we wanted to call to the stage, but for want of time we didn't. सर आपने बताया कि ये जो मैं आपको एक चीज़ समझाता हूँ कि this year in रामकृष्ण शारदा समिति there were 12 merit scholars. ठीक है सर, ये 12 मेरिट स्कॉलर्स कहाँ से आए हैं? उनके एक पापा है टैक्सी ड्राइवर और एक मम्मी काम करती है घर में। तो ये बच्चों को 8th 9th स्टैंडर्ड से आइडेंटिफाई कर चुके हैं कि भाई ये लोग खुद पढ़ रहे हैं, चाहे स्कूल ठीक हो ना हो, पेरेंट का मोटिवेशन हो ना हो, बच्चे पढ़ रहे हैं। तो इन बच्चों को उनका 10th क्लास हमने सोचा था कि ये लोग काफ़ी स्कोर करेंगे, और to our surprise, most of them, these 12, have scored between 88 to 94%. ये बॉम्बे स्लम से आए हैं सर, और हमारे जो मयप्पन सर हैं, उनके स्कूल से 2 बच्चे हैं जो उनके एक पापा टैक्सी ड्राइवर हैं, और उनको हम फेलिसिटेट किया लास्ट में। हमने पूछा ये बच्चे को, भाई कैसे तुम ऐसे जो परिस्थिति है आपकी, 3 भाई हैं, 3 बहन हैं, एक मम्मी डैडी और उनके ग्रैंडफादर ग्रैंडमदर भी हैं घर पे, कैसे पढ़ते हैं? तो बच्चा बोल नहीं पाया ज़्यादा, बट मम्मी ने बोली कि ये लड़का रात को 10 बजे बैठता है और 1 बजे तक, जब हम सब सोते हैं तो 1-2 बजे तक पढ़ के फिर मॉर्निंग स्कूल को जाता है 7 बजे। तो हमने बच्चे को पूछा स्कूल क्या मदद किया था? तो बच्चा ने बोला है सर, सब थोड़े टीचर ऐसे हैं तो जो हमको हाथ पकड़ के सिखाते हैं, अगर चाहिए तो, अगर नहीं चाहिए तो कोई टीचर इंटरेस्ट, तो हम जाके पूछेंगे तो जरूर पढ़ाएंगे। एंड दे आर ऑल फ्रॉम गवर्नमेंट स्कूल। ऐसा मत समझो कि गवर्नमेंट स्कूल कुछ काम नहीं करता है, गवर्नमेंट स्कूल भी काफ़ी मोटिवेशन देता है, बट बच्चों को सीखना चाहिए। मतलब टीचर नहीं सिखाएगा जब बच्चा सीखने के लिए तैयार नहीं। तो हम समझ रहे हैं कि ये जीत पोर्टल बच्चे को तैयार करेगा और आगे बढ़ाएगा। This is not the only answer to all the ills of education in India. All the NGOs have to do their effort. So we are trying in our own small way. Yeah.
You have said this is for government schools. There are low-income private schools.
Yeah.
I think they also need support like this. So will they also be included in this?
Oh yes. Under UNESCO, we have something called budget schools.
Yeah.
Budget schools are defined as schools who collect less than 500 rupees per month per child. This is the rural metric. And in urban metric, I think they have defined it for India as these schools will also be eligible in our portal. But since it is not a government school, it is like any other NGO. So we have to, at the back end, take the school data and get it ready for the children. But it is possible.
My next question is that
asked is that what is the motivation? They look at to schools that are affordable, right? Those have resources. So, a way in which one can prove that this works is to also make those schools use these kind of programs.
Absolutely.
So that becomes like a trendsetter. For those schools, if they can do it, we can do it. We also want to follow them.
Okay.
So is there a motivation of that kind that also can be created in the system?
Yes, but see, the major crisis that, since I have been in education for a long time, the major crisis that we are facing today is, first of all, we take the 70 million children who are in privileged schools. These children are also ill-equipped for dealing with the AI wave. And I am honest about it. It is very sad that our country cannot afford this kind of massive AI. There's only one country in the world, United States of America, which offers free AI-based tutoring through Khan Academy. Khan Academy is an NGO. The state does not offer. State subsidizes and gives it free. The NGO which has developed it is Khan Academy. So why is it that Khan Academy is not giving it free all over the world? Because it's an NGO. It's giving it free. It cannot afford to give, because AI-powered learning is expensive. What we are trying to do at the back end,
पार्टिसिपेट होंगे और किस तरह से एजुकेशन
so
any more questions? Anybody would like to share their feedbacks about the LMS? Yeah. So after the launch, so right now, now we are closing the program. Right now, I express my deepest gratitude to our chief guest and Padma Shri Uday Deshpande sir, members of the press, and all the dignitaries who attended here in person, who watched the program live on our social media handles. I also thank Managing Committee of Martunda Gujarati Seva Samaj. I thank our partner NGOs who have given their valuable educational resource links to our LMS to be given free to government schools in India, and also to other underprivileged sections of the society. I also thank founding members of Jeet, the All India Alliance, and the 100-odd members who joined our movement later. So finally, I thank the organizer of this program, RKSS, and Team Jeet, for making this program a grand success. Kindly shower your choices blessings on a project Jeet by having a lunch with us. So may I humbly request all the guests, please do not leave before having the lunch. So thank you, here we close the program.
Chennai.